see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You got a love.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 43.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Going on the ground with Homer. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Homer. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
Here we go.
5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Now Fields. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And the lane closes out quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Powerful running. Pushes him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Dawson Knox from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from it pretty quickly. Obviously not.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Wait. Well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That's done a little bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive is started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, it's Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
They'll run this with Homer. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third down, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. I think Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? Well, the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This is Homer. Oh, he shifts past him. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And it goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big
touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Garoppolo now. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
From his own end zone, Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, a field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right.
Now it's Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go, son.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Off play action, Fields.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears save.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Angel.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stat.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his fifth sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And they will score. Pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, and you can't help but have flashbacks to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 54. Emmanuel Sanders overthrown, and that was a similar tough throw there. Another one he'd love to have back.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
122 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Mayday. Sit high.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to... And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football is all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to